from time to time I'll go on to Facebook pages and I'll see awful things such as the following. Let me get my glasses back on here so I can see it real quick. And so I go to the Christians United for Israel page because they talk about the baby who was murdered in Jerusalem yesterday. And once again, someone decides to use a tragedy to proselytize. By proselytize, by the way, I mean induce, force, share unsolicitedly. And this is what this person said. Even though this is on Christians for United for Israel, so you expect Christians to be here, but of course there are also non-believing Jews. Here's what someone wrote. And the moment I saw this, I knew that this was going to cause controversy. This is what she said. Heartbreaking. She's with Jesus. He is our hope. And I'm sitting there going, oh no, here we go again. You are exploiting whatever's on the page to try to proselytize. You're not going to get people to become believing Jews or Gentile Christians unless they want to. And of course, naturally, some of the comments quickly devolved. And even one of her friends said, excuse me, one of the friends of a family friend said the following in relation to Kaya's family. She said, please remove this post. It is not helpful to what is actually happening. On another note, the parents of this beautiful girl would not find comfort in what was said here. I have a friend who knows them, and she brought this to my attention. Please take this down. And this is what someone else said too. She said, please remove the comments posted here saying that this child is with Jesus. It is very disrespectful of the child's family. Do not say that she is better off. Have respect for other religions. If people had respect for the religions of others, this child would be alive. History is full of fighting about religion and killing for religion. Let the peace begin with you. And as the family friend said again, please remove this post. It is not helpful to what is actually happening. I've already seen a lot of non-Messianics and especially anti-Messianics get pissed when, whether the Christian's Jewish or Gentile, I've seen it when the Jewish or Gentile Christian is using whatever is on the page to proselytize. And some of the pages I even left because the comments were so hostile, or even the anti-Messianic side of the pages was so hostile that I'm like, okay, I can't take this. I would share my faith of Acts, or I would, say something about my faith and whatever, but I know if I'm going to not be received well, then I'm just not going to say anything, and I'm going to hold my tongue and stuff. As I said, I knew it would devolve again. And even if you read the article about Kaya, her family had a Hallady funeral, and it even says right in the article, well, you can see the pictures. It says, ultra-Orthodox Jewish mourners carried a body of 3-month-old Kaya Zisselbrunn during her funeral in Jerusalem on October 23, 2014, after she was killed in what Israeli police called a hit-and-run terror attack when a Palestinian driver rammed a group of pedestrians. And it even says that they were at the Western Wall the other day, and they showed pictures of the Halladim at the funeral. So, again, as I said, when I saw that person, for lack of a better term, posting the Jesus comment, I went, okay, you know what? It's like a lot of non-believing Jews have raised the objection. You don't go on to, well, of course, when they're talking about Jewish pages, generally they're talking about non-believing Jewish pages, but their objection is, you don't go on to Jewish pages and proselytize. How would you like if we did that to you? And of course there will be anti-Messianics who do what the non-believing Jews claim that a lot of these Jewish and Gentile Christians do. But the point being, it really, from what I've seen, is more of the so-called Jewish and Gentile Christians doing the proselytizing than the anti-Messianics, although believe me, there are some anti-Messianics who do it. Point being, I mean, first of all, do you want to stoop down to the level of the anti-Messianics? And secondly, if you claim to be a Christian, whether you're Jewish or Gentile, why are you exploiting this young girl's death to proselytize? And not only that, but my great-granddad, who would have been 110 had he lived, had to suffer this almost 110 years ago during the pogroms. And part of why he committed suicide on December 2nd, 1964, is because, well, his life was how it was anyway, but I'm sure that having lived through what he lived through just weighed down on him, and he finally committed suicide. So all of you who claim to be Christians and go proselytize on pages that are non-Messianic Jewish, and especially for those who would exploit the death of a young child, shame on you. Shame on you. And as I said on my Facebook status, and I also said on Twitter, and forgive my language, if you're going to be a proselytizer, especially when a family is grieving, then, for lack of a better term, well, for one, you need to evaluate whether or not you really are Christian, and two, you need to piss off.